Twitch chat is definitely an interesting place. And whether you're a streamer or just someone who likes watching streams, sometimes it'd be nice to kind of pull down some old chat logs just to see maybe a giveaway or see something that's happening in chat. So in this video, I'm going to discuss how to do just that with some Python code. So we're going to show off how to just download one stream's chat, and then if we want to pull a bunch of streams from a single user, we're going to do that as well. So let's dive in and take a look at how to do that. So jumping off into our code editor here. So I'm using Kext. You can obviously use any code editor that you want. I just like Kext. It's nice. It's a nice cloud environment for us. So starting off with some prereqs here. So obviously we're going to need to download a package here to make this work. So I'm going to download a package. It's pip install chat downloader. So this is just a package that allows you to download chats from different services. Currently they support Twitch, YouTube, Zoom if you're doing this for like a business use case. And then they also support, or they're working on supporting Facebook. They don't have Kick as of this moment. We might try Kick, but we're just going to focus on Twitch just for right now. Okay, so we got chat downloader downloaded. I'm going to do some imports here. Again, we might not use all the stuff that I import, but just some basic imports. So date, time, pandas, chat downloader, Twitch chat downloader, and then email. We probably won't use the email. We'll just import it just in case. Okay, so we're going to start off by downloading chat for a single video. Okay, so this process is pretty simple. So we're going to start, like I said, we're going to start off with just doing one video. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by pulling a URL. So URL. And I'm just going to go to Artosis, who is he's a caster of StarCraft and StarCraft 2, one of my favorite casters of all time. So I'm just going to grab this video from him. Again, first off, I do not. There could be some bad things in Twitch chat. Don't condone anything that's said in Twitch chat, but just showing you off how you can do this using Artosis' videos. Okay, so we're going to use this video. It's a short one just so this code will run quickly. This code will run for videos that are 12 hours long or 30 seconds, right? So it'll work for either way. And then we're going to do chat is equal to chat downloader. So again, we're calling that we imported earlier. So chat downloader, and they have a simple .get chat with a URL there. Send our URL that we defined above. Of course, that's not going to work. So new URL provided. Are you sure about that? Okay. He seems pretty sure about that. Oh, I know what I need to do. I forgot to put my parentheses in there. Sorry about that. There we go. Perfect. Okay, it downloads that for us. And so now if you can see, if I just try to print out what chat is here, it's just this chat object from the chat downloader. I can do a print here. See what this shows us. Same type of deal. So the way we access these chats, it was kind of run through this like a list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a for message in chat. I'm going to print message. There's going to be a lot of them. So you can see starting to print off there. I'm sure this is going to air out in just a moment. Or, okay, no, we're fine since we picked a small video there. You can see there's the messages. So there's a lot of information there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in a list, and we can kind of take a look and see message list. Go ahead, do that. And instead of printing it, I'm going to append it to that list. Got append. Perfect. There we go. Message list. That's right. Need to re-grab the chat, rerun it through again. There we go. Perfect. Well, okay. It has run mode auto. Let me run cell only. There we go. There we go. All right. So run that, grab our chats, loop through out into the list, message list. Perfect. What we're going to do, we're just going to look at the first entry here. Okay. So this is the first message. No noobs, pleasey. You can see he has the premium badge, Prime Gaming, so on and so forth there. You can see icons from the URL from the icons, things like that. You can actually look at that badge. I'm pretty sure it's not restricted. Perfect. You can see there's the Twitch Prime badge there. Perfect. So you can see there's the message. So he sent some cheers. So obviously excited that Artosis was streaming that day. You can see message type, text message, tells us when it was sent, so on and so forth there. Okay, so I think the biggest things that we're going to focus on here is who sent it, so the name and the display name there. And then obviously the message, and then you can maybe focus on when it was sent. So That's good for that. So that's just how you get your chat for one video, right? So pretty simple there. We can do some analysis there if we want to, but we're going to wait and we're going to do some analysis down here. Well, actually, we'll go ahead and run some analysis here. So message list. Let me pull that first one back up again. Pause our Artosis is talking. I'll have him on the other screen. So there we go. Okay. So again, I think the first thing I want to focus on is the names. So I want to look at the names here. So getting into this dictionary, so we're going to need to go author to dig inside a little bit here. Perfect. You can see all the information it has for that. And then we want to do, I'm going to do display name. Okay, so perfect. So what I want to do is I want to count how many chats each user had in this small video here. So what we're going to do is we're going to do for, if I can type, for I in message list. Do that. Go ahead and boom, boom. Change it to an I. This is going to be, we're going to say name for this. Okay. And so for name, and then we're going to do name lists, create an empty list there. And then we're going to do name list dot append name. Okay, so perfect. So it's going to look through, it's going to grab all the names, put them in a list for us. Maybe. Okay. For I in the length of that. Perfect. Boom. Int is not iterable. Okay. For I in range, go from 0 to the length of that. Perfect. There we go. Now, listen, we can code some Python, okay? We can code some Python. We have ChatGPT to help us down the road. So name list here. Give us the name of everyone who chatted. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna use ChatGPT here just because it's gonna makes our life so much easier. So we have our list of names. So okay, so we're gonna ask ChatGPT. Okay, so hello, I have a Python list of names. Can you generate a script that will count the number that each name appears? Okay, so let's see what ChatGPT does that. Perfect. There's our list of names. Name counts. Perfect. So it's going to create a dictionary for us. Perfect. Print the counts. Okay. So that's exactly what we want there. So perfect. Go ahead. I'm going to copy and paste that. So create a dictionary, so it counts in each name. For name in name list. Perfect. For name in. All right. So this should work here. Gonna run that. Boom. All right. So that's great. So let's see if we can order by count. So can you make that order by the count descending? Probably not since it's a dictionary, but maybe. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we just got to sort it. Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect. So we're going to put that back in there. That's great. All right, cool. So looking at who sent the most chat. So it's Zine Dayrax with 8, No Noobs Please 7, Unpurged 4, Gifts for the Cat 4, 2 Diesel, Artosis with 3 each. So pretty cool there. So if you're a streamer, maybe want to reward who's the top chatters in your chat, could be something to look at there. But most likely, you're not just going to want to look at one video, one stream. You're going to look at multiple streams. So let's talk about how we can do that. So let me name this section real quick. No, not just text. I want to use Markdown. Perfect. Boom. Let's see. So download chat for multiple streams. Okay, perfect. All right. So now we're in this next section. So the first thing we're going to do here is not just download the chat, but we're actually going to have to find those chats. So Let's do that. So we're going to do basically the same thing here, except we're going to use Twitch. We're going to use like the specific Twitch chat downloader and not just chat downloader here. So we're going to get the user videos of Artosis. We're going to limit these to 5. There we go. So perfect. So I'm going to go ahead, run that, let it do what it's going to do. So now we're going to have our videos, and again, we can run that. It's going to show us that. So I'm going to say for vid in videos, we're going to print vid to see what it's going to show us. Perfect. Okay, so you can see it gives us an animated preview URL, box art URL for the game. So let's go ahead and print this out, put it into a list so we can actually take a look at one of them. So vid list, boom, boom. And then we're going to do a nice vid list dot append and append those vids in there. Perfect. I'm going to have to rerun this all again. Yep, okay. Perfect. Go ahead and do that. So we're just going to grab our first video. All right, so you can see there's an animated preview URL. So if if you're familiar with Twitch, let me go back to Artosis's page, go to his videos. You can see if you hover over them, there's some animated, there's an animated view there. That's what that URL is giving us there. Go ahead and mute that. All right, go back. So it gives you information on the game. So there's the game box art. So this should be the box art for StarCraft. Paste that in there. Perfect. There it is. That's great. It gives you the game ID, the name of the game there. So this is the ID of. So that's the ID of the video clip. So that's what we're going to use to actually access it in just a moment. So there's the duration. It gives us the owner of it. So that's information about Artosis there, when it was published, the title, the views, so on and so forth there. Okay. So that's the information that we need, but the biggest thing we need is the ID here. So we just want to be able to grab that ID. Perfect. So that's what we need. So that's what we're going to need to actually download those chats. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say for vid in, so for vid in, I'm going to say for video in, no, I just want to use an I. Okay, so I'm going to use a J for J in range 0 to the length of vid list. Perfect. There we go. We need to swap that 0 for a J there. So that's going to be vid ID. Perfect. Get rid of this extra space in there. Perfect. Okay, so we need to get a list of that. So ID list. Perfect. And then we will do a ID list.append and append those IDs in there. That append. Perfect. Vid ID. Get that in there. Great. Okay. So that's going to make a list of just the IDs, which is what we need. Perfect. Okay. So again, this is how we're going to access those videos, because if I go back and click on one of these videos again, so this one here, you can see it's twitch.tv videos with that ID there. So that's what we're going to need. So let me go up here. I'm going to be a little lazy and grab this URL from up here. Okay, so that's what we're going to need. So we're going to look through this list and create the URLs there. So Artosis videos, make a list. Okay, so we're going to do for ID in ID list. Okay, so this is going to loop through those IDs. We're going to do the URL. The URL vid is that. We're making an F string, and we want to plug in the IDs for that. So that's going to make the URL for us there. And of course, we're going to append that to Artosis's videos list there. .append URL. I can type vid. There we go. Okay. So again, I'm going to run that. It should give us those full URLs that we're going to need there. Boom. So I should be able to test that. So I'm just going to grab this third one here, paste it in this. Boom. You can see there is a video. So let's go ahead and try one more. Perfect. You can see different video. That's what we want there. Okay, cool. So we got 5 of his videos there. So now we just need to loop through this and grab these videos. So again, we can just use exactly the same code that we had up here. So we're gonna have this. So that, perfect. So we're gonna do for scvid and artosis videos. Perfect. So that scvid is gonna be, we toss in there. So that's gonna grab the chat for us. And again, we want to grab the chat and put those into a video there. But what we want to do is probably put this into a dictionary, I would say. So the dictionary, so the key is going to be the URL, and then the value is going to be the actual chat. So I think that's probably the best way of doing this. So what we're going to do is create a dictionary. So artosis chats. So we're going to initialize that video there. Perfect. So we're going to do artosis. Well, first off, we need to grab these chats. I'm sorry. So let's grab these chats. So we need to basically just do this, what we had here. So message list is chat, and there we go. Perfect. Boom, boom. Okay, great. Let's initialize that. It's great. So we're going to have our message list. It's going to have the messages for that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have artosis chat. We're going to do, this is scvid, and it's going to equal message list whenever that's done. Okay. So what that's going to do is it's going to loop through. It's going to, our dictionary is going to have the key is going to be the URL. The value is going to be a list of the messages that were sent in that chat session. So this should grab them all. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run this thing. Unexpected indent. Oh yeah, I guess we don't need that indent there. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's running. So that's going to take a little while to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video and we're going to hop back in whenever this thing gets done running. So hang it, or I'll be back in just a moment. All right, so that finished. That was actually a bit more snippy than I thought it was going to be. It only took a few minutes, which is pretty great. So what I want to do real quick is just kind of show off what we got here. So if I just try to print out artosis chat, so that's that dictionary we created, it's going to be too big for it to print out. Okay, so not great. Okay, so what I can do though is I remember this middle one was that short little 5 or 6 minute clip that obviously he had a stream problem and had to stop and restart. So I can't actually print that one out, and it's going to see there's the new pleasy again. But you can see pretty long list there, has all of our chats. What we can also do here is we can also kind of print this out into a text file and just make sure that it's all there. So let me do that, put that in there. Great. Go ahead and run this. It's going to run, create that as a file, convert.txt there. I'm going to download that file. There we go. Open that up. Should open up just a moment. There we go. Open that up in the text editor. Again, probably not the way that you'd want to open this, but just to show off, you can see a lot going on there. Open it twice for some reason. Anyways, so you can see my computer's not liking these text files, but you can see it grabbed everything that you want. You can see there's the key is the actual URL of the video, and you can see everything that happened down there. So yeah, in this video, we discussed how you can just download the chat log of a singular Twitch file. And we also talked about how you can download a bunch of different chats from an individual streamer. So if you're a streamer and want to download all your chat logs to maybe talk to a sponsor, maybe talk about some kind of brand partnership with somebody, this would be a great way to try to prove that out. So if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'd love to address them. And if not, I'll be playing with this data a little bit more in some future videos, so be looking out for those.